The Three Brothers, Episode 3, final part. Quickly Atupa ran out of the palm wine spot with happiness and headed to the palace to report to the king. The king once again summoned the three siblings to the palace. This time around there were plenty people that followed behind them from the palm wine spot. Some wanted to testify against them while some just wanted to see what will happen to the three siblings. The king asked them again, "Did the three of you brag about your ability?" "Which ability, my king?" The youngest one of them replied, still under the influence of the palm wine, "Are you talking about me shooting an arrow to the heaven and it will not come down again?" "If that's it, then my king, you are right. Even my brother here," he pointed to his left side, "can fight with a shark with his bare hands and win, and my brother here, oh, he is crazy, he can climb a palm tree with his hand without using a rope and he won't fall." He said it casually as if it is nothing. Everyone were murmuring they dare not speak loud in the presence of the king. "Okay, I've heard you. I can see clearly that you guys are drunk. I will keep you here in the palace cell till tomorrow and I will watch you prove to me that you can truly do what you claim you can do." The king ordered the guards to lock them up and he asked the people to come back tomorrow morning to see them perform. If they can do what they claimed, he will spare them and gift them, but if they failed he will have them beheaded at the market square in the presence of everyone. The second day, early in the morning, everyone assembled themselves in the front of the palace ready to witness what the fate of the three siblings would be. The king asked the three siblings to be brought forward and he took the first one to the village river where there are big and deadly sharks. The king then ordered him to be thrown inside. Immediately he heard the order, he was afraid. "My king, wait please, I'm not prepared yet. Let me get prepared, then I will fight." The guy said with a shaking voice, "You are not prepared." The king asked, "I don't need you to be prepared since you said you can do it. You have to prove it to everyone here, and now that you can do it, guards, throw him inside," the king roared. The guards hurried forward and dragged the man inside the river. "Oh my king, wait please, wait," the man screamed. Immediately he was thrown inside. A shark jumped up in the water and teared him apart. There were blood all over the water and everyone were amazed. The king ordered the second one to be brought under a very tall palm tree. The second man was shivering out of fear of what had happened to his brother. What if he couldn't climb the palm tree? Will he be killed by the king? What if he climbed and fall, won't he die? Amidst his thoughts, he heard the king's authoritative voice, "Now climb," the king roared. The man trembled slightly and sluggishly walked over to the palm tree. He started climbing. He got to the middle of the tree and the picture of his brother's death flashed in his eyes. He shook slightly and he fell. Everyone screamed out in shock. It is over for him, the king will definitely kill him. Immediately the king saw that he had fell. He ordered his guard to pick him up and behead him. Right there in the presence of everyone, he was beheaded. The king then ordered that an arrow and a bow should be brought to the third guy. "You have only one chance. If this single arrow should fall back from the sky, your death will be worse than those of your brothers," the king threatened. The guy was a bit afraid, but he learned that it was fear that killed his brothers. He believed that his brothers could surely do what they claimed they could do, but due to fear they failed and they got themselves killed. He was afraid, but he didn't allow the fear to overpower him. He picked up the bow and the arrow from the ground and set to shoot it to the sky. Everyone already know that the outcome will be death. How is it even possible to shoot an arrow to the sky and it won't come down? Since his brothers are dead, he also will surely die. The only difference is that he will die a terrible death, just as the king had promised. Some even left the scene. They didn't want his death to be in their presence. The guy picked up the bow and the arrow and positioned himself ready to shoot the arrow. He believed he could do it, so he won't let fear take over him. He can hear people discussing behind him, asking if they are tired of living for them to boast about such an impossible thing. The guy paid no attention to them. He closed his eyes and took a deep breath. He then shot the arrow to the sky. The arrow went so high in the sky and everyone were waiting for the arrow to come down again. They waited and waited, but the arrow was not seen coming down again. Could it be that the arrow will not come down again? People were asking each other, does that mean that this guy will be spared? Is he really going to be spared? As people were waiting and discussing, the loud voice of the king rang through the air, "Quiet everyone, we've waited for a long time for this arrow to fall back down, but it didn't, which means that this guy is able to do what he claimed he could do. So for this reason I am sparing him, and as a reward to what he had done, I am giving him up to the half of my wealth.